Welcome to What the Tech, the show where we cut through the hype and give you the hard-hitting commentary you won't find anywhere else. You've all seen the headlines about the job market. You've heard all the generic advice. Well, today, we're not just going to read you the news. We're going to expose the hidden market forces that actually determine your career success.
So there's this article making the rounds about college majors and unemployment rates. But honestly, the advice it gives is dangerously incomplete. So we're going to look past those headlines and really uncover the real strategic implications for your career.
Just look at this, a 20 times difference between the best and worst majors for finding a job. A spread that massive isn't just a tough job market, no way. That's a flashing red light telling you the entire system is broken in a way most people are not talking about.
Okay, so first, let's just walk through the official story, the data as it was presented, and all the feel-good advice that came along with.
The data from the New York Fed kicks off pretty much how you'd expect. Majors like Anthropology and Fine Arts are right at the top for unemployment. But keep on reading, because some of the others on this list are genuinely shocking.
Computer engineering, 7.5% unemployment. I mean, seriously? In the middle of what's supposed to be this huge tech and AI boom? The official line is that the tech sector just scaled back spending. But that feels a little too simple, doesn't it? Something's missing.
So, what's the big advice for grads in these fields? You guessed it. Be flexible. Focus on transferable skills. I mean, come on. It's the same advice we've been hearing for decades, and it totally misses the point of what's happening right now.
Let's just be crystal clear about this. This kind of feel-good advice, it's not a strategy, it's a survival tactic. It's like bringing a bandage to a gunfight. It completely ignores the real, powerful forces at play.
All right, so if that's the official story, what's the real story? Let's get into the unvarnished truth, because it paints a much clearer and, a much more challenging picture of the job market today.
Here's the most crucial point. That 20x gap we saw, it is not a temporary blip. It is hard evidence of a fundamental structural mismatch between what universities are churning out and what the modern economy actually needs.
Let's go back to computer engineering. Scaled-back spending just doesn't explain that number. So what does? Well, it's a perfect storm of systemic forces. A massive oversaturation of graduates, companies offshoring junior roles, and of course, new AI tools automating the very work those grads used to do.
Now, this also explains why some fields are almost totally immune to these pressures. Think about degrees that lead to regulated professions, right? Like a nutritionist or a civil engineer. They have a gate to entry, a license, and that creates built-in job security from consistent protected demand.
And on the flip side of that, you get what's called commodification. This is what is absolutely crushing fields like graphic design and even entry-level coding. You combine this glut of new graduates with AI tools that can do all the basic tasks, and suddenly the value of those entry-level skills just plummets. Workers become interchangeable.
So, understanding the problem is one thing, but the real question is, how do you beat it? How do you actually shift from just surviving this market to building a genuinely durable career strategy?
You have to completely shift your thinking. The article's advice, being flexible, highlighting soft skills, that is pure survival mode. An offensive strategy, a growth strategy, is about building a technical or regulatory moat around your skills, compounding your options over time, and knowing exactly when to make a strategic pivot.
So how do you actually build this kind of resilience? Well, it really comes down to 3 core strategic principles.
First, play the long game. Don't pick a major for one specific job title. Choose one with skills that are valuable across many different sectors. Think of it as your insurance policy. Second, you have to question prestige. Like we saw with computer engineering, a hot field today can become incredibly fragile tomorrow when the market shifts. And finally, front-load your employability. In these oversaturated fields, your degree is just the ticket to enter the race. Internships, a real project portfolio, that's what actually lets you compete.
So when you boil it all down, the question you have to ask yourself is this. Is your education a starting point that's going to generate real options for your future, or is it a dead end that's just preparing you to manage disappointment? The choice and the strategy is yours.